spinning just like you wanted to, I think that's the best feeling in the world, and I've been feeling that.
Can you smell what the flock is cooking? We cooking like a 2-hour practice in the heat today, baby. Is you kidding me? Bro, and everyone, you know what? Let's keep the maniac thing, You know what? Let's roll it back even more. I'm gonna try and chill on this, man, because this is about football, man. But let's keep the main thing. Once again, protect our vets. Let's get that packed act pass. Talk to who you gotta talk to. And two, man, let's free Brittany Griner, bro. The other BG, man. This what not? Oh, all right, we got it. We're running back for football. Oh, I hate when I do that switch like that, but this is what we're here for, right? So let's get back into this football. Dude, well, before we get back into the football, let's keep the maniac thing. Please like and subscribe if you about that Fly Eagles Fly, and drop a comment in that box if you flying with the flock. Let's keep the maniac thing. Please like and subscribe if you about that Fly Eagles Fly. Drop a comment in that box if you flying with the flock. Let's go. What you got in your flock pots today? I want everybody to stop. I mean, I don't know how many times I gotta say it, and it's not incumbent upon you to stop because I say stop, but the flock, anyone with the flock, whoever's flying with the flock, man, let's get off of this short practice BS, because this is the one right here that I think is gonna shut everybody down. Listen. My man, Jason Kelsey, Mr. Mummer Suit himself, came out and said, I forget who he had the interview with because I'm always forgetting. Come on, gotta start locking this thing in. But listen, our man, Mr. Mummer's Day Suit himself, nobody likes us, we don't care over there. He said in an interview that he credits Nick Sirianni, this coaching staff's practice style, for his longevity, for not so much his longevity, but him being able to extend his career, because we know that he's been thinking about retiring for at least the last 2 years. And he's back. And you got to think about this, man. This could be 4D chess. You got old vets that might, you know what I'm saying, be wanting to hang it up. But they're like, you know what? Let's get over there to the Eagles, man. They know how to take care of their boys, man. Let's do this over there. 4D chess. We're seeing things in different ways, man. How we be doing it, man. Nothing to do with how he parted waving that wand, but it's got to have something to do with him because he's the one that got Sirianni in here. And I mean, if that doesn't shut this dumb debate down, I mean, it works. If it works, you work it, so work it. It works if you work it, so work it. Come on, people. We got to do better. Get that out of here. Nobody wants to hear about it. But then, that being said, so these guys was out there the hottest day of the summer so far. I know it's hot up here. They said it was hot down there. They started at 9. They started early and then went an extra hour late. So boom, I'm loving it because they're normally like an hour and 15 minutes. Then they ran it up to hour 30. Actually, it seems to be on a gradual uptick. So maybe that's what they're going after. I don't care. I don't mind. Whatever they're doing, it seems to work. So let's go. You know? Once again, we're here on Thursday, Hurts Day, you know? And my boy is out here doing interviews too. One of the most candid interviews I've seen him do with Dave Spadaro. He had one of them a few months back with one of his boys down in Texas. I've been meaning to share that with y'all because you can really see the real Jalen, not that dude that you see at the presses, at the media availability days and all that. This is the real dude. You know what I'm saying? So when I get my hands on, when I can find that video, I'll drop it down in the description. But this interview with Dave Spadaro, bro, I mean, he opened up. It was pretty cool. But the thing that got me most, y'all seen it in the beginning. Man, talking about that feeling like, you know, when you knock on there, you already know how it goes down. Bro, I've been feeling that. Can you smell what the flock is feeling? I'm feeling that. I've been feeling that. Hashtag I've been feeling that. Get that going, y'all. Oh, man, I don't know. If it don't get y'all going, I don't know. You ain't got no pulse. Sleeping under a rock or something. Not with the flock or something. Now stop it or something. What are you talking about? That's dope. That one got me pumped today. You been better start feeling that. Yeah. This is the script. This is what we do. Maniac stuff. But yeah, so, you know, if he been feeling that, he also needs to start feeling this defense, though, because the defense was on his hill today. Albeit he had 3 TD connections. Whatever, man. I got the list. We leaving the list behind. It takes too much time. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, The defense was on its heels today, albeit from what I've read, he had 3 touchdown passes to A.J. Brown. They're trying to get that connection going. I believe Devontae Smith was out with a hamstring. Rager once again shining. That could be a little bit more of that 4D chess going on with the Eagles right now. Maybe trying to raise Rager's stock, for the likes of maybe yuck. Nah, man. Nah. I wouldn't like that. Nah. Even if, nah, man. But, the Baltimores of the world, there are other places that he can go. So maybe they're trying to raise his stock and, maybe just told Devontae, chill out for a bit. You got this, because that man does his work. And it seems like there's a major focus on creating the connection or cultivating the connection between Jalen and AJ on the field. Get their timing down. I believe this is paramount to anything, almost anything in this boat season in the training camp. So you got that going. The linebackers, from what I hear, flashing in. You know what? I gotta give it up where I gotta give it up. Call a spade a spade. Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck is this? Since when does UPS ring the bell? Don't they know we're doing a show over here? Don't make me maniac on your word. Jay, listen, we got to give credit where credit is due, man. TJ Edwards has been showing out, and I have failed to give this man his just due for the simple fact that, I have, dreams of that four-man linebacker core or 3, whatever they're throwing out there, of Kaiser White, Davion Taylor, Nakobe Dean, and Hassan Reddick. But, bro, this dude has been showing out. He's making it hard for Nakobe Dean. Not so much hard for Nakobe Dean to eat because, listen, he's a rookie, and I believe he's trying to learn multiple views from the linebacker area of the field. Yeah, that. But yeah, so anyway, TJ Edwards has been showing out. He's been one of the camp standouts so far, along with, our boy Marcus Epps. And, of course, my boy Davion Taylor, TD backwards, you know what I'm saying? Because he's pushing those TDs back. TD's back. But yeah, so Davion Taylor's been showing out. TJ Edwards has been showing out. Zach McPherson has been showing out. So, it's just all over the field. There's depth on top of depth. Right now, it appears that this defense has death-defying depth. Like, we're death-proof. Like, you can't, I don't even want to imply that or throw that in. Well, actually, I do want to throw that in the universe. Like, I just want this. Of course, this is football. Things happen. But, man, listen, if in the event that something does, because I'm looking at other teams and the things that you're hearing coming out of their camps, man, and that's another reason we have to be thankful for the way we practice. It's football. Injuries going to happen if they're going to happen. But, man, we're just trying our best to protect our players. I don't want to hear nothing like what happened in Tampa Bay and Jensen and what went on in Washington with your boy, Washington. Dallas, James Washington is his name. Tim Patrick in Denver. It's rough, dude. Like, I don't even want to think about that. So get that out of here. So far, what is it? Zach McPherson. So it looks like that'll be about five deep back, 6 deep back there from what we're hearing. So you got Shashari he's a safety. So that's in the safety room, and he's working on taking Kayvon's spot. And sounded like Barrett Brooks has some pretty damning things to say from his view at training camp about Kayvon Wallace and Derek Barnett as far as not playing hard. This is camp. You practice how you play. You play how you practice. And he just said Kayvon's just not showing up out there. I'm pretty sure we all know we were all big on him, especially Brian Dawkins, X-Men, the Wolverine, Weapon X. He was big on him, being that, he came out of Clemson. He came from Clemson also. He's had championship pedigree. But he's just not showing out right now. So you see Shashri take his spot. But back to the DBs, that would be you got Slay, Bradbury, Vontae Maddox as our starters. Then you're going to have Zek as the backup. And is it McCain? Just imagine, It's just those two out there. The Mac Attack. I can't wait to see these guys in the preseason games. The countdown's crazy. I can't even think right now. What are we? We're a week away. We're a week away. Eagles preseason football. You kidding me? Tonight we got the Hall of Fame game. Big kudos to our boy. Oh my God, the first coach that I remember as an Eagle, you know what I mean, as a fan, Dick Vermeil, like got us to our first Super Bowl, you know what I mean, where we should have whipped them stinking Raiders, but you know, things happen. But yeah, this man went to two Super Bowls with two different teams. Come on, Dick Vermeil, give it up for that man right there. You know he's gonna lose his mind on that stage. Yeah, can't wait to see it. Them inducting him. But tonight we got some football going on. It's pretty cool, you know. Check that out. Is it time yet? Nah, you know what time it is. It's always about our Eagles, man. Who really gives a damn? I will say football is one sport where I actually watch other teams other than the team that I root for. But you got that going. So yeah, that defensive back room is crazy. The defense is just looking crazy. My boy, what is his name? Kyron Johnson, I believe. He had the quote of the day for me as far as the pressures went. Your man said, in order to get something you never had, you got to do something you never did. In order to get something you never had, you got to do something you never did. Well, if you know me, you know how I get down on, like, some people get motivated by other things. Some people get motivated by self-motivating. Me, it's sayings like this, man. They get me going, man. It just sounds like a kid that gets it, man. He said he leans on the vets. He said he also leans on guys in his room too, you know, because when they're going, it sounds like he's trying to stick around for a while. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how that works out for the kid. But he basically said, you know, when he can't lean on the vets, he'll lean on some of the other dudes, some of the youngins in his room, because he feels like once the vets are gone, they're going to have to depend on, you know what I mean? And possibly, you know, younger ones coming up behind them and all that. With that being in tow and what his mindset is, it just sounds dope for him to be thinking like that already. Like he sees himself as an Eagle for a minute. I mean, why would you be here if you didn't, right? You know, coming from college to the pros. Kyron Johnson, can't wait to see this man show up. And then when he said when he can't depend on other people in the room, he got himself, you know? So this dude just seems really motivated, really focused. And they have him listed as a defensive end. So, I mean, that helps kind of, I guess, shrink all what's going on in that linebacker room, you know, because he was also listed as a linebacker. I mean, so we just got a lot of Swiss Army knives on that defense, man, and I just can't wait to see it in action. Are you kidding me? A week in one day? Oh, God, it's crazy. We getting close. And then my man, Coach Nixon Sirianni, basically, it was awesome today to hear him echoing my sentiments as far as, you know, some days the offense is going to win, some days the defense is going to win. It's just good to have that balance. That's what you want in a team. Yeah, who said that? Your boy Eagle Maniac said that a few days ago. No, you don't like people patting themselves on their back, but you know, I got to give credit where credit is due to me too. You know what I'm saying? But no, I mean, that's just common sense. Really no credit necessary. Who doesn't want a balanced team? And I imagine that's what a coach would want. If the fans want that, I imagine coach would want that. I know a lot of people are very offense-minded, and they're looking to see the offense shine every day, and they wouldn't care if the defense didn't do this or didn't do that. But, I mean, I just like seeing this competition go down between both sides. The consensus is that the defense won the day today. But once again, like I say, I flows with the pros. And what your boy Barrett Brooks said, okay, while that can be said on certain accords as far as passing downs go, and that's refreshing to hear that Gannon is drawing up plays, drawing up schemes to get pressure on the quarterback. That's amazing. When he said where the defense was lacking was as far as run plays went. Said guys were setting the second level like that without a problem, without any real pushback. Like they're getting pushed around at the line of scrimmage as far as, I guess, run plays. Or maybe there was just a focus on putting pressure. You know, it was a pressure day. So, of course, when you're putting pressure on the quarterback, you're susceptible for draws, all kinds of plays, all kinds of run plays because you're back behind where the back is trying to go. So, you know, it goes like that. Day in and day out, we're going to hear different things. We have nothing to do but speculate and think and put 1 + 1 = carry the hypotenuse and all that. So, whatever. It is what it is. I can't wait till these games get down. But that was my breakdown of the day's ongoings, goings-ons, and what's happening in the Eagle universe. You got that on the quote of the day. I love that. And just something. Oh, instead, my coach, Nick Sirianni. So as he said that, he was also pointing out who his kids. He had his kids up there with him today, man. My man, that's my coach, Nick Sirianni. Did you see him a few days ago? He's tackling dudes, tackling his staff. I believe the man's name was Ellis or something like that. Yeah. So I just love this dude's energy, man. I love his genuine. He just feels like a genuine dude. Nick Sirianni. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Do you understand the things that are coming out of Maniac's mind? You got that going on. So then he had his kids with him. He said the youngest was a Miles Sanders fan. He had on a little Miles Sanders jersey. He had the baby in his arm. Then his oldest son, I believe, he said he was a T.J. Edwards guy, and his daughter was a Slay girl, Slay lady. You know, so it was just so cute. You know, just the daughter off to the side though, it's kind of crazy. She's like, bro, like he's got his arms around the boys. I've been guilty of that too before. Sometimes, you know, those are your people. You don't really care about a picture like what you're showing off and da da da. I look at old pictures. I got one son like this, another one like chill. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm not that guy. Chill. Come on, people. Seriously, get off my back. So that's how that went down. I just love seeing that. And I guess this week could get into inside the mind of the maniac. Oh, here's what we'll do. We'll just break down each day who we think, not so much who we think gives us the biggest threat in our division, but how they can be a threat over the next 4 days. I'll do this maybe once a week. I don't know until we get there. But this week, we'll talk on the Bum-manders because, you know, they're at the bottom and they're the ones that I think have the least chance of doing anything to us. Like, get out of here. Up until a few months ago, you didn't have a name. You were the what the flocks. What are you talking about? Stupid. So stupid. Commanders. What's the fucking Commander Carson? They losing their mind over it already. But all jokes aside, you know what I mean? They are a team in the division. I do see how they can possibly be a threat. You've got what is it? I'll call them. They just have a lot down there. And just think, maybe Wawa Winks and Riverboat Ron could be a match made in heaven. You know, you got the gambler Riverboat Ron and you got loopy crazy Carson over there just doing whatever the hell he wants. You know, that could merge together and become something. If we recall, you could say that my boy Doug Peterson, had a little bit of that in him also. You know, he was always pushing the envelope, always going forward. Like no settling for nothing. Like we ain't going backwards, we're going forward all the time. Riverboat Ron coaches pretty much the same way. We could say that Doug Peterson coaches like Riverboat Ron, vice versa. Who knows? Whichever way it goes. So you got that. Those two could be a match made in heaven. And not to mention, I mean, I know we've heard it time and time again. They have 4 or 5 first-round picks on that defensive line just off top. Who you got? Chase Young, Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen, and damn it, Josh Sweat. Josh Sweat? No, we got Josh Sweat. They got Montez Sweat. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, just that line right there, that's craziness. Their weaknesses would be the linebacker core and the DB core. But then you turn around on the offensive side, I mean, they just have a multitude of weapons. It's ridiculous what they can throw out there to you, go out there with. Carson Wentz, Antonio Gibson, Logan Thomas, McLaurin, the new kid, Dotson, not to mention Curtis Samuel. And Cam Sims is no slouch. So they've got weapons on offense. I'm not sure how stout that offensive line is, but I mean, as far as drawing up a way that they can actually do it, I can't really cultivate that. I don't know what their schedule strength is and this, that, and the third, but they could be a sneaky good team. I mean, think about it. Look at it in this light. The 2 games that we played against them last year were very close. You flip those 2 games, they win those 2 games, they're the ones that were in the playoffs. And then we might not have to trade up to get Jordan. Whatever. But anyway, you know, they quite possibly could have been in the playoffs. Now they add Carson Wentz, who, as much as we may hate to say it, is possibly an upgrade over Tyler Heineke. So, you know, their path to getting there would simply be that, you know, beating the rest of the NFC East, whatever the case may be. But they're just loaded with talent, and I can see how it could be possible. Very doubtful. So let's just get that out of here. So that was, I guess, Inside the Mind of the Maniac or OTN, Outside the Nest. Yeah, let's go with that. A little edition of OTN, Outside the Nest. Now let's get back in here. Flock up or flock off. You already know what time it is. But you know what? Until the next time I see you guys, you know I'll always have questions. And who do I have these questions for? I have questions for you, NFL. Boy, do I have some questions for the NFL before I go on. Like, are you kidding me? I mean, of course, whatever the kid did, he's probably got a problem. We don't know. You know, there are opportunists out there and all kinds of things. But clearly, you know, there's something, where there's smoke, there's fire. I really don't know. I hate to accuse anybody. It's not my thing. I wasn't there. Only one that knows is those 26 and those 26 walls and him and God. Whatever. I don't know about that. But just the fact that you got an owner who's getting the slap on the wrist for effing with the integrity of the game. You got other owners, but see, I get the owners of Goodell's boss, so they want to put the smack down on the young man. I don't know. It's crazy. But, you know, regardless of that, 1 year suspension, yeah. You know what? I guess, you know what? It is warranted. I mean, but once again, like I said, I don't know. Let's get off the side of that. But I still got questions for you, NFL. I got questions for you, NFC East. And most importantly, I got questions for you, NFC, all y'all. What you gonna do when Eagle Mania runs wild on you? Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? I had to put that AC on, man. It's crazy out here. Well, I was wrong. It's not so much, it wasn't a hamstring for Devontae. It was a groin. Right, so he was out with a groin, and they had concussions. I believe it was Dillard and Mailata. So that could be part of why, you know, the defense dominated today. Our top two left tackles were out. So, 1 + 1 = 2. Stupid. Now get the flock out of here.